My name is Olivia Snowden. I'm from Mobile, Alabama. I'm currently a master's student in the athletic training program here at Nebraska. So I previously coached kids in swimming, and I was a swimmer myself. And whenever I was coaching, I realized I do want to do something medical, but I never really wanted to do nursing or anything like that because I did love sports, but I always wanted to help people. And so I was with another coach and talking about what I wanted to do with my life, like every freshman in college. And he was like, yeah, did you know that there's a kinesiology degree? Like you can get a degree in exercise science. And so I decided to take that track, and I did my shadowing hours, and I went and I worked with football at South Alabama, then women's basketball. And I knew that this is instantly where I wanted to be. I was helping others achieve their goals and also still being in the medical field. And once I decided that was what I was going to do, I kind of just looked for schools that were all about sports, and basically cities too. And I think it doesn't get more like sporty than Nebraska. So I looked at the program and I met the directors, and they were just so caring and nice, and I was instantly drawn here, and I picked up and moved 15 hours here, and I love it. It's awesome. I'm glad that I picked Nebraska. I think that the program is great in that aspect of we are really involved in the sports here, and we also instantly met everybody, and I thought that was great because some programs it's like instantly in the books and instantly trying to learn everything. But sometimes for others, and for myself especially, I'm a hands-on learner. I need to do things in order to like ingrain it in my head. And so I think Nebraska is a great way to be able to learn those hands-on experiences, but also our classroom experiences have been awesome too. I've been able to learn a lot, especially at football. That was one of my 8-week rotations, and I think we have a lot of good opportunities here to see different things like when we were at NAPL, we got to see a lot of the strength and conditioning side, and then but also too while I was at football and other sports, I got to see the nutrition side. And so it's really a great program to be able to see all aspects of sports, but like also be a part of the community and be a part of the high schools here and be in the PT clinics and see other ages of life. And I think it's great to be a part of the mental aspect for the athlete, and you don't always think about that when going into a program. And I think that's something that I've taken from this program that's helped me a lot, is helping them through everything that's crazy in social media. We usually have class from about 9 to 12-ish. It depends if we have a 1 class or a 2 class day. And we get a break in between. So I'll usually go over the Union and spend too much money at Starbucks. And then we come back, do class, and then I'll usually go to clinicals. Like for me right now, it's softball. So I go to their practice and I help with treatments beforehand if I get there in time. And I sit there for practice, and then they lift after. But on other days, I get to go in the morning for treatments with softball, and I feel like that's where I get a lot of my hands-on learning. And those are my favorite days because I feel like I learn a lot, and that's like the 1 class day. But yeah, long days, but it's really fun, and I enjoy it a lot. For softball, there's only 1 athletic trainer, and I'm with her the whole time. But for example, football did have a head athletic trainer, and the staffing there's multiple. And technically there I was under 1, but anyone can be your preceptor. So you learn from multiple people, which I think is great because everybody has their own preference and you kind of figure out what you like. When I was working football, I mean, everybody had told me about Nebraska football, and I had watched it, and I knew like the records and the stadium and everything. But my first football game, they told us, okay, you're going to go out to the field, wait for us there. The team's going to come out. And I walked out in the tunnel, and people, I guess, thought I was the teen. So I opened the door and people start screaming and I'm like, oh, I'm just a student. But it was one of the coolest things because I'm like, whoa, there's so many people. And then I started running out of the tunnel and people are yelling. I'm like, whoa. So it kind of was like, oh, you're a part of something like huge here. And you walk out of the tunnel and you see all the sea of red. And it's like, this is insane. I'd never been a part of anything like that. My ears were ringing from the crowd, but it was awesome. Like I had to stand there in awe, like during the flyover and everything, because I'm just like, I'm in Nebraska right now. Like, what the heck is going on? But it was awesome, and it was such a fun experience. And every game after, I was like, okay, I'm gonna run out into the tunnels. but yeah, it was great. I think some advice I would give someone coming in, definitely do your observation hours. Stay with an athletic trainer the whole day. I think that makes a huge difference. Like I know that it's hard sometimes to find time in your schedule, but when you walk with an athletic trainer throughout their whole day, their whole schedule, you see everything about it. That was something that was eye-opening for me. I realized the hours are long, but it's very rewarding. And also too, I think when looking at programs, a lot of people are looking at the numbers and looking at everything that goes into the program. But I also feel like talk to the directors before you're doing your official interview. Talk to the people that are already in the program. See what they think and how they feel about it. And just get to know your community that you're entering into, because it really makes a difference going into grad school. And sometimes you're like me, you come in, you don't know anybody. So it's nice to create those environments for yourself before you enter into something like that. And I think that was one thing that drew me here, was the people I met and how inviting they were. So I'd say talk to your people as well. My career goals have kind of changed because I loved basketball. I also love softball too. I had never worked softball before getting here, and I didn't realize how much I would love it. But I don't know, sometimes I'm mixed up. My career goals change like probably once a week, but I just love probably anywhere like I can get in that's a D1 level. But I think any collegiate level would be nice. So.